Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, YouTube. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. If you can hear me, drop a one in the chat. I want to make sure my audio is okay because I'm in a different setup. But if you are just joining, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to turn your passion for helping others into a profitable housing program. Y'all, this is a business model that has made me financially free. I can live life more abundantly because my housing programs pay me every single month. And as y'all know, it's the first of the month and people out here paying rent. But guess what? Us with housing programs, we're getting paid. So we're not just paying rent, we're getting paid. So welcome to the stream. Let me bring TikTok in the chat. Welcome in. If you're here, say hello in the chat. Let me know my audio is okay. I want to make sure my setup is good because I'm in a new location. So welcome in, welcome in. So if you're just joining and you're somebody that loves helping others and you want to learn how to monetize your passion for helping others, get into this chat and I'm going to teach you guys how through housing programs. Welcome in TikTok, welcome in FB. TikTok, let's get the likes up to 1,000. Happy Tuesday. What was it? It's Thursday, actually. We in July anyway, y'all. Rent is due. And if you ain't got a business that's paying you and you just paying rent, you need to get in this chat. I'm going to teach you guys how to start your very own housing program so you can get paid on the first and you not just paying rent. Um, when are you back in Cali? Gerardo, you missed Cali. I was in Cali what was that, May 30th? I'm not coming back. That's why y'all need to get into the rooms at these in-person events. The next location is going to be Atlanta, y'all, July 18th. It's almost like 2 weeks away. And tickets are almost sold out. Gerardo said it's sold out. All my events sell out. That's why y'all need to get into the room. But welcome in YouTube, welcome in TikTok. If you're new here, my name is Lane. I teach you guys how to turn your passion for helping others into a profitable housing program. This is the business model that has pretty much made me free. I don't have to sit here and ask no man for $200 every week. I don't have to clock into no 9 to 5 because my housing programs keep me paid. So I teach you guys how you can open these housing programs in your cities and your states because there are so many homeless individuals in your community that need safe housing. And guess what? Just because you hear the word homeless does not mean that they don't have money. We are only housing individuals that have income. So I teach you guys how to find these homeless individuals in your community that's willing to pay you to stay in your locations. And let me show y'all this. We are getting paid to provide shared living for independent adults. So that's just simply a shared room, y'all. You don't have to sit here and rent out every room in the house. You don't have to rent out a whole house to them. The individuals that we cater to and that we serve, they are thankful to be in a safe place to call home. So, and typically the way that I structure my housing programs, these are shared rooms. So everybody type shared in the chat. So get in this chat if you want to learn how to turn your passion for helping others into a profitable housing program because I'm the queen of this. So come inside and learn my method, learn my blueprint. YouTube, let's smash that like button. FB, y'all hit the heart, say hello in the chat. TikTok, let's get to 1,000 likes because it's the first of the month. And if you ain't got a business that's paying you, you need to get in this chat because you're doing something wrong. If you're just only getting paid from clocking in and that's it, you need to get in this chat. You're doing something wrong. Because guess what? It's July 2nd and my people, the payments is dropping right now, y'all. I'm paying rent, but I'm not stressed because I offer safe housing to people in need and they pay every single month. And this is what I teach you guys how to open in your cities and your communities because there are people that need you, that need safe housing. And guess what? They can't go and rent an apartment the same way that you and I can. That's why they end up in these shared living programs. The people that we house in our housing programs, y'all, they can't go rent a house out because they can't afford it. So that's why we open up these shared living programs to offer safe housing to people in need. So if you're just joining TikTok, let's get the likes up to 1,000. Welcome in FB, welcome in YouTube. Y'all smash that like button. YouTube, say hello in the chat. Can y'all hear me okay? Because sometimes my audio messes up on YouTube. I don't know why. But yes, y'all. So I'm going to give you guys a blueprint on how to start your own housing program. The things that you need to know, how to structure this the right way so that you don't get shut down and locked up, because they will come lock your tail up if you think you about to sit here and launch you a personal care home. This ain't that. I don't teach y'all personal care homes. I don't teach y'all group homes. This is the new wave, housing programs, because any everyday person can start a housing program. Hey, Sweet Peach, this is the new wave, y'all. I'm really for the underdogs. I'm for the people, the everyday people that's just trying to make money, that's trying to live in a purpose. And this is the way that I found how to do this, y'all. I did not open a group home. I did not open a personal care home because guess what? I couldn't do that. I wasn't in position to do that. If you want to open up a personal care home and a group home, a lot of us in this chat are not qualified because number one, I don't have 40K. I didn't have 40K sitting in the bank when I started this business. I did not have good credit when I started this business, y'all. I did not sit here and have all these credentials. I am not no nurse. I'm not no CNA. So that's proof that if I can launch a housing program and scale my business to 6 houses and 49 beds, you could do the same thing. It's not rocket science, but you need the blueprint and you need to follow it the way that I teach you guys. Because I've been running this business since 2021. I ain't never been shut down by nobody. Can't nobody come lock me up because there is nothing illegal about providing safe housing to independent adults. So if you want to launch your own housing program and you want me to teach you guys, type ready in the chat. Listen, I'm gonna need to see some engagement because if y'all too quiet, I'm gonna head out. If y'all too quiet, I'm gonna head out. What y'all want to do? What we doing today? Type ready if you ready. If you ready to make an income for yourself without having to clock into that job, type ready. If you tired of struggling to pay your bills, type ready. Let's bring up talking about proof that each and every one of you guys can open your own housing program because I am not a nurse. I did not go to school for this. I did not sit here and have $40,000 in the bank to go buy a house. I don't even own property. My credit was not the best when I started, y'all. So I'm proof that each and every one of you guys can start your own housing program. I always say this, I'm just a baddie with a business mind and a heart that love to help people, and I found a way to get paid for it. And so can you. So that's why I teach you guys how to launch your own housing program. TikTok, when we get to 1,000 likes, we're going to get started, but I don't see nobody tapping the live. I don't understand it. I really don't. Y'all want my energy, but y'all don't want to put energy into the chat. I don't know. I really don't. People be saying, oh, I want to make 10K a month, but y'all don't even want to put no work and do nothing. You want somebody to give you everything for nothing. And that's why you don't deserve success. If you can't sit here and engage, and if you can't apply yourself, why do you deserve to make $10,000 a month? Why do you deserve a successful business when you don't even want to get up and promote yourself? You don't even want to get up and promote your business. Like, let's be so for real in this chat. So for the ones that's serious and that's ready to elevate their life, ready to impact their community and get paid, welcome to the stream. Puda said, clock me, sis. Listen, I got to clock it because that's the only way y'all understand. If I'm talking nice, y'all not going to listen. I always realize that every time I get in my bag and I start talking the way I really talk, that's when the views go up. But just know that you need to build the life that you want to live, y'all. For the longest, I just knew that a man was going to come swoop me up. I know it's a lot of trick and talk going on TikTok, but listen, if the life that you want to live, nobody's coming to save you. As a woman, I had to realize that. I have to go out there and build something, my own income, my own lifestyle, so I can be able to live the way I want to live without somebody giving that to me. And guess what, y'all? I found that lifestyle through housing programs. I don't have to sit here and ask no man for $200 every week because my housing programs keep me paid, y'all. Look, when you have beds and you have individuals in your housing program, these are your income streams every single month. So we are working smarter and not harder. Everybody type smarter in the chat. Everybody type smarter in the chat. We not about to be here breaking our backs doing Instacart for 30 hours a week and only making $180 a day. This ain't that. This is you setting up a house one time, filling your beds with the right demographic, and you're getting paid every single month from keeping your beds filled, y'all. So yesterday was the first, and guess what? My people, they money dropping in like water. The money is just pouring in, and I'm still even getting payments today. So that's what I teach you guys. You can start your very own housing program in any city and state because there are people in your community that need you. And what does that look like, y'all? There's a lot of veterans out here that need housing. It's a lot of seniors out here that need housing. People that's coming home from prison and jail, they can't go out there and rent an apartment. So where does that leave them? They need to be in your housing programs. So we're really second chance housing, y'all. We provide safe housing and we provide safe spaces and we get paid for it. We are not a nonprofit. This is a for-profit business. So we get paid on this channel. I teach you how to get money. We not doing nothing for free. This ain't no nonprofit. Listen, we got bills we got to pay. We got lifestyles we want to live. We got family we got to take care of. So what's going to help you with that, y'all, is starting a business. You want to be wealthy in this life, you need to build a business that's going to bring you income every single month without you being tied, without you having to put your time and be tied to that business. When I tell y'all, I set up one house, my first house, I set up my first house, which was a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and it had 9 beds in it. I still have that house to this day. YouTube, it's about 20 of us in the chat. Let's smash that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's free to like the live. It's not going to charge your card. I promise you. I promise you it's not going to charge your card to tap the live, to send the hearts, to hit that thumbs up. Thank you. But yes, y'all, is it lagging, y'all? Is my connection okay? Or is it lagging for anybody? Listen. We got people we got to take care of. We got lifestyles we want to live. And the only thing that's going to do it for you, y'all, is a business. I had to realize that a 9 to 5 is not going to give me the life I want to live. I like nice things. I like to travel. And guess what? A 9 to 5 is going to keep your income capped. But when you build a business, there's really no ceiling on your income. And this is what I tell people, right? So I currently have 6 houses and 49 beds in my housing program. So I get paid 49 times every single month, y'all, from the people that I house. I get paid 49 times. So I teach you guys how to get paid by the bed. And that's what it's about. You need a business that's going to pay you without you having to be a slave to that business. When it comes to being your own housing program, you set it up one time and you put the right systems in place, y'all. You don't have to be a slave to your business. This is not a group home that you got to be here cooking up 3 meals a day, giving out med count. This ain't that. This is independent living. Everybody type independent in the chat. Everybody type independent in the chat because I'm about to walk y'all down on what this is that we do and how you can start this up in your city and your state with no experience. No, you don't need no good credit. No, you don't need to have 40K in the bank. No, you don't gotta you could be a felon. I don't care. So we are focused on providing independent housing for these people, y'all. So what does that look like? Let me show you. That looks like you as the housing program, you're simply giving these people a bed. Everybody type bed in the chat. You're simply just providing them a bed, that's a house that's fully furnished, and they're paying you for one bed every single month. This is how we make our money, y'all. This is how we get paid in this business. So I always tell my students, the more beds you have, the more money you can make. The more people you help, the more money you can make. But guess what? They got to be independent. They got to be independent. So with you providing this bed, the individual that you're housing, they need to be able to feed themselves. Everybody type no food in the chat because I know you're going to ask, do we got to provide food? No food. So you as the housing program, you're only responsible for providing them this bed. No food. Type no food because I know y'all going to ask. YouTube, let's hit the thumbs up on the live stream. I don't see nobody liking the live. I'm about to hang up on y'all. Y'all being weird tonight. Y'all being funny acting, YouTube. What's going on? Do we got to hang up and try again? The like button is right underneath here, y'all. That's how you support the channel. It's free to like. Thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Period. No food, y'all. So the people that we housing, they can make their own food. They can go in that kitchen and make them a cup of noodle. They can make them a bowl of cereal. They know how to do all of that. You don't have to give them that. Your only responsibility is to provide them this safe and clean bed. What about a shower? I'm going to break it down. Don't take it too literal now. So you're setting up houses. So you're either going to set up a house or an apartment. I like houses, y'all. So we are setting up, think of it like an Airbnb. If you've ever stayed at an Airbnb, type of one in the chat, because your housing program is really like an Airbnb for people that's never going to really leave. So think of it like that. If you've ever stayed at Airbnb, drop a one in the chat. TikTok, let's get up to 5K likes. So the likes goal for this stream, y'all, I want to get up to 50K likes. So let's keep tapping the live, y'all. All right, period. So if you've ever stayed at an Airbnb, y'all, so when you stay at somebody's Airbnb, that host, they have rules that you have to follow. It's the same thing with your housing program. When you set up your own housing program, you create rules in your home that the people that the participants that are staying in your bed have to follow. Because guess what? If you stay at an Airbnb and you bring an extra guest, them people going to have you removed off the premises. Or if you um that comment just threw me off. So, for example, if you have extra guests, the Airbnb, they're going to put you out. If you break their rules and you're throwing house parties, guess what? They're going to put you out. So it's the same thing with your housing program. You set the tone for your own housing program. So you create the rules. Everybody type rules in the chat. Hey, Renee. Everybody type rules in the chat. So you are the housing program, y'all. So for the people that be like, well, what program do we go after? You are the program and you create your own rules. So kind of think of it like some people may call this sober living, structured living, same concept. This is your program. You create the rules, and whatever rules you set, they got to follow if they want to stay in your house. Same thing with my people. And I always tell people in your housing program, you need rules, because if you don't have rules, these people will wild out. They will wild out. They're going to tear the house up. So that's why you need structure. You can make your housing program as strict or as lenient as you like. That's completely up to you, y'all. There is no right or wrong way to do this, because let me tell you why. In this business, hey Shakira, in this business, we are not licensed, we are not zoned or certified through anybody. And why is that? Because we're simply providing housing only. Everybody type housing only. So nobody's coming to say, "Hey, can I inspect your house? Let me see how many people." Nobody's doing that, y'all. Nobody's doing that. As long as you focus on providing safe housing for these independent people, nobody's going to bother you. Now, the moment you start doing extra things that you have no business doing, such as giving out 3 meals a day, if you're handling with their medications, if you're trying to bathe people up, now you're going to be in trouble and they're going to come lock your tail up if you don't have a license. I don't teach you guys that. This is strictly independent living. So if a person that's coming into your housing program, if they're not able to live independently, they don't qualify. They don't qualify. So this is not no nursing home. This is not no group home. This ain't no personal care home. Independent housing, y'all. That's why anybody can start this up. I don't care if you're a felon. I don't care if you never I don't care if you never graduated middle school. I don't care if you got bad credit. This is simply a housing program. You're just furnishing a house up and giving them the bed, and they paying you for the bed. Simple as that. Do not overcomplicate this, y'all. Housing only. So when you stick to providing just that, nobody's going to come bother you. And listen, I'm not telling y'all what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I've been doing this business since 2021. The city ain't never come shut me down. The city can't clock my tea, y'all, because there's nothing illegal about what we're doing, as long as you provide housing to independent people. But let me say this, though. If you don't set up your housing program the right way, or if you start doing too much and you start like providing them services and you're not licensed or certified to do that, guess what? You're going to jail now, and they're going to shut your house down. For real. So don't do that. Keep it simple. If you guys want to follow the blueprint that has made me successful, that has scaled me to 6 houses and 49 beds, because I get paid 49 times. So I know something. And I know what works and I know what doesn't work. And I ain't never been shut down. The city came to my houses one time, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you why. The city came to my houses one time, but guess what? They couldn't find nothing wrong with what we were doing, so they left us alone because we're simply just providing housing to independent people. The only time that you're going to run the risk of getting shut down or anything like that is if you're doing things that require you to have a license. So that's why I tell people, be very careful who you taking information from on this internet, because just because people are doing it don't make it right. You got people and I actually saw like an article a few days ago about this couple in Florida that got locked up because they were running an illegal assisted living. This is not an assisted living, y'all. You should not be housing nobody in your program that's bed bound, that needs 24-hour care. That's what's going to get you in trouble, and they're going to come lock your tail up, and you deserve that, because I ain't teach y'all that. I teach you my blueprint that has kept me successful, that has my doors open. I'm able to get paid. I'm able to impact my community and make my money. That's what you want to be able to do. And that's what I want to teach y'all. There is nothing wrong with getting paid to help people, but you have to do it in the right way, in the right manner. Now, let's talk about the different type of housing programs that you can start up, because there are so many different ways to do this. So we got transitional housing. We also have recovery housing. So let's talk about the different type of people that you can have in these shared beds, y'all. Because listen, we are only housing people that are willing to share a room. I don't do no private rooms. Out of all 49 of the beds that I have throughout my housing program, only 4 of those beds are private rooms. And I'm going to tell y'all why. The only reason they're private rooms is because the room was just so small. I could not fit 2 twin beds. So I had to make it a private. And I just charged that person a little extra money for that private room. But this business model that I teach you guys is strictly shared living, shared rooms. And why is that? Because the money is better and you have more control over your property, y'all. And listen, the biggest mistake that I made when I first started my housing program, like in the very beginning, and this is why I try to tell people, because every time I explain this business model online, people are like, oh, this is like pad split. This is like a rooming house. I say, no, we're not a rooming house. It's a big difference between what we do in a rooming house, y'all. In a rooming house, there is no structure, no rules. Them people in there getting high. I'm in Georgia. Them people in there getting high. They sneaking people in your house. They squatting. They doing all type of weirdo activity in them private rooms. You don't know what's going on behind them doors. Listen, y'all, I had one lady that was in my housing program that was in a private room. She was selling herself out that room. One of the guys in the house was like, can you check the cameras? Like, I think it was like a lot of guys last night. I'm like, a lot of guys? What you talking about? So I went and checked the cameras and I counted about 20 something minutes one night. I said, oh no, we had to get rid of her, because when it comes to them private rooms, y'all, you're going to attract a whole different type of demographic of people that's going to give you headaches. And this is me speaking from my experience. I can only speak from what I know. I've been doing this since 2021. I'm not telling y'all theory. I'm not telling you, this is my real lived experience. I done did all sides of this business. So the only people, and listen, I've been doing this for so long, y'all, I've never had to do an eviction. So anytime I have to release somebody from the program, we don't go through evictions because they leave willingly. The only one person that gave me pushback, y'all, let me tell y'all who it was. It was the lady in the private room. Everybody type share in the comment. That's why I teach you guys shared room. The likelihood is somebody trying to squat in the shared room. Let's make it make sense. The likelihood of them sneaking people and doing all type of weirdo activity, you have no control in them rooming houses. And that's why I always tell my students, there's a thin line between a rooming house and a trap house. I don't teach y'all to set up trap houses. I don't teach y'all to set up rooming houses. In these housing programs, y'all, this is real structure. We adding value to the community. We really making a difference, and we offering safe housing, because why? We have rules and structure in place. Without rules, without structure, them people gonna be wilding out. They gonna have the neighbors calling the police on you and all type of activity. Listen, when you set your housing program up the right way, the way that I teach you guys, nobody should ever drive past your house and be like, oh, that's a housing program right there. Nobody can do that to none of my locations, y'all, because it looks just like a regular house, just like any house on the block. And that's where you want to, and that's how you want to set your program up. Your house should not look like the trap house on the block, because those are the main houses getting shut down with the quickness. So you want to do this business the right way. You want to structure your program the right way. Listen to the queen, because I'm not telling y'all something I learned off Chat GPT. This is my real life. And I've been through all sides. So if you want to run your house and make your money and make your impact, you have to have shared rooms. You have to have structure in your home. And I be hearing people all the time, I'm not telling no grown person what to do. Okay, so if they come and get your house shut down and cost you your money, what you gonna do? Because it's either me or you, and it ain't gonna be me. When it comes to my business, when it comes to my livelihood and how I eat, it's gonna be you. It's never gonna be me. So that's how you got to think about it, y'all. This is your business. Everybody type business in the chat. This is your business. We're not here to play games and make people feel good. You want to do your own thing? Go get your own place. Oh, but they can't, because that's why they in a shared house. That's why they in a shared house. So it's either your way or the highway. That's what I tell my people. And guess what? They love it here. Even with all my strictness, all my rules, if you're not strict, if you don't run a strict program, you will not have a business. You will not have a bit. It's as simple as that. So that's why I teach you guys, when you set your housing programs up, structure is everything. Your rules is everything. You have to enforce it, because they will get you shut down, and that's your money going down the drain. At the end of the day, I'm gonna protect mine. So that's why I tell you guys, you want to have shared rooms and shared housing, because you have way more control over your program. And if somebody get out of line, guess what? You can have a handle on it. Imagine if I had somebody in the shared room with that lady that was in there prostituting. I would have not, she couldn't have done that. She couldn't have pulled that off. She would have had to go to the motel or something. So that's why I tell you, I love shared room, because it's way more accountability, way more structure. So make sure that you guys are setting your stuff up the right way. The minute you start talking about private rooms and private this, you're going to have a trap house real fast. Listen, my mission on this channel is to create more impactful earners and more impactful CEOs. And I do that through housing programs, y'all. We are really making a difference in the community. Yeah, we making good money, but guess what? We really adding value to our neighborhoods. We not having our people outside terrorizing the neighbors. Because guess what? Let me find out one of my people outside acting crazy. They getting up out of here. So that's what the difference is. This is not a trap house. This ain't no rooming house. And I'm passionate about what it is that I do, y'all. So that's why I'll be like yelling and stuff. But I love what I do. I'm passionate. So the minute you giving my house a bad name, you giving the program a bad name, you gotta go. So that this is your business. You need to have that same attitude with your business, or you're not gonna have no business for much longer. No business, no money. So if you want to sit here and be friends with everybody in the house and be like, oh, it's okay, you could break the rules, guess what? You're gonna be broke. And that's just that on that. But listen, you got to run a strict program. I'm sure they be calling me the B word and all type of stuff. You think I care? No, but I'm paid though. I'm a paid B. I tell you that much. And they know not to play with me. And listen, y'all, I house a lot of older people, and you would be amazed that they really respect me. Like, they don't be in here kikiing, because they know when I walk through the door, I mean business. That's how you got to come behind yours. I'm not here to play around. This is money on the, listen, when you handling business, you can't be friendly. Listen, I have the personality that y'all see, that's not what they see. They don't see the giggles. It's business. And they old enough to be my granddad, my great granddad, but they still listen and they have respect, because you have to set the tone in your housing program. Everybody say structure in the chat. You got to have structure if you want your housing program to be successful. Because guess what? Hey, Star, how much do I have to put up? What you mean by that? So if you got people in your beds that's not following your rules, guess what? You better get them up out your house. You better get them about your program. YouTube, let's smash that like button, y'all. That's how you support the live. So just give me a thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's right underneath here if you're enjoying the stream. But I teach you guys how to build a life you love through creating impactful businesses. My mission on this earth is to create more impactful earners, more impactful CEOs. I cracked the code for myself because I just knew that when I first got started, people told me, oh, you got to start a group home, you got to start a personal care home. But guess what? I kept getting told no because I didn't have experience. I didn't have the credentials. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the credit. But guess what? I found another way. I found another way, y'all, and this is called housing programs. And that's why I'm so passionate about educating you guys that don't be locked into one idea in life just because, oh, I want to start a group home. Well, you can't start a group home. Now what you going to do? Figure something else out. And that's exactly what I did. I figured out housing programs. There is always a way to get to your destination. You just got to find it. And I'm the type of person, I don't accept no for an answer. You tell me no, I'm finding a way to get there. I don't care. That's the type of mindset you got to have in this business, in this life, period. Not just in business, in life. You want to make it in life, that's the type of mindset you need. That's why I'm so successful to this day. 6 houses, 49 beds. I can live the life I want to live. I can travel, and my houses are taking care of me. And guess what, y'all? I don't own not one property. I'm proof that you can do this too. I'm not no nurse. I'm not no CNA. I'm just a baddie with a business mind and a heart that love to help people, and I find a way to get paid for it. So now I teach you guys how you can get paid for setting up these housing programs in your community. Because guess what? I can't house everybody. I'm only in Georgia. I'm only in Metro Atlanta. I can't sit here and house the whole world, and I don't want to. I'm good with my 6 houses and 49 beds, y'all. I have other businesses that I run. So that's why I'm making my mission to show you guys you can start businesses. You can start housing programs. You ain't got to be credentialed. You can even be a felon. One of my top students are felons, y'all. And she got 3 houses and all her beds are filled. So I don't want to hear none of y'all excuses in this chat of why you can't get started in this business. I didn't have the best credit. Matter of fact, you don't even need credit. When I tell y'all my landlords, they overly going, they didn't ask me for no credit. They asked me, you got first month rent and deposit? I said, absolutely. They said, okay, we're going to send over the link for the portal so you can make your first payment. When you know what to say and you know how to maneuver in this space, it's a no-brainer, y'all. It really is. Now, let me tell you guys the populations that you can house in these shared beds. And then I'm going to go down how much you can charge per bed and all that good stuff. So y'all just sit tight, keep liking the live. Let's get up to 20K likes, y'all. I really want to see at least 50K likes before I get off. But listen, each and every one of you in this chat that have a passion for helping people and you want to find out how to monetize that passion, start a housing program. This business really changed my life, y'all. I don't have to clock into a 9 to 5 as long as I live because my housing programs keep me paid. I got 49 beds. I get paid 49 times every single month. And guess what? I ain't got to be a slave to my houses. This is me getting paid 49 times, taking trips. I'm at a business conference, y'all, for 2 days, and I'm still getting paid because my houses are good. You should be able to live that type of life for yourself, but you have to build the business. You have to start something. The business, a 9 to 5 ain't going to give you this type of freedom that's making you money with you not being there. I don't got to be at my house, but guess what? The money is pinging on my phone as we speak. And that's just that on that. So I'm showing you guys this is what you can set up in your cities and your communities because homelessness is everywhere, not just in Atlanta. We got homelessness in all cities, even in these smaller towns. I got students that are in these small hick towns and they doing amazing. They like the only housing provider in their area. And guess what? They bagging everybody up. That could be you. And that could be you too. So that's what I'm teaching you guys. Housing programs are the new wave. We not starting up group homes no more. That's done up. We not starting up personal care homes. That's done up. We not starting up assisted living. It's done up too. And let me tell you why. Because you're going to need a license to do that. You're going to need zoning. And any everyday person can't just go start those type of businesses. But any everyday person with a business mind and a genuine heart can go start a housing program. If you got a mission to help people, help felons, help people in recovery, Turn that mission into a housing program. Anybody could do that. But can't nobody do that with no group home. You got to be licensed. They're going to come and inspect your house. You got a sprinkler system up in here? No. How do I get that? Go get a quote from this person. It's $40,000. Oh, we back to square one. I ain't got that. And my credit jacked up. Oh, it's not happening for me. And that's what it was, y'all. I had to find another way. I said, to heck with that. Y'all be so married to one idea and one way of doing things. Learn how to pivot. You want to be successful in business, you want to be successful in life, you got to know how to pivot at any given moment. And I'm the type of person, you tell me no, let's find another way. Let's find another way. And guess what? The another way is housing programs. Everybody type program in the chat. Type program in the chat if you're ready to start your own housing program, because you can. Because the queen is going to teach you if you serious and you ain't playing around and you ready to invest in yourself. That's what we doing, y'all. We starting up housing programs. There is no greater feeling than to know that you're getting paid to help people. When I tell y'all, I used to be working a 9 to 5. I was depressed. I didn't know what my purpose was in life. But when I started this housing business and I just saw the impact that I was making in other people's lives, and I was still 40K for, yeah, that part too, 40K for repairs. They going to hit you over the head with them group homes. Not in no housing program. Guess what? Something go wrong in my house, I'm calling the landlord. Hello? Yeah, it's something wrong with this refrigerator. Can you come check this out? That ain't my problem. That's their problem. I love it here. I love it here. YouTube, let's smash that like button. But yeah, y'all, we're starting up housing programs. Now, let me tell you guys the different populations that you can house in these shared beds. But TikTok, let's get up to 13K likes, and I'm going to teach you guys the demographics that you can house in these shared beds, because guess what? Everybody's not going to want to share a room, and that's okay. That's not your target audience. If you don't want to share a room in my program, beat it. I don't want you here. You're not my target audience. Because guess what? It's 49 people that love it here and they sharing rooms. So I'm proof that if I got people in my homes that's sharing rooms, there's people out there in your community that's willing to share rooms. I even got students in all these different cities and they sharing rooms too. So you can't tell me it don't work for everybody. If it just worked for me, then yeah, you be like, okay, well, it ain't working for this person, but I got students and they doing amazing. It's working for them too. Now, did we get to, how many likes did I say to TikTok? Did I say 13K likes? Let's get to 13K likes TikTok, and I'm gonna tell you guys the different demographic. And YouTube, y'all, let's get to 34 likes. It's about 40 of us in this chat. I mean, y'all want me to keep going or what? We're gonna look at each other tonight. What we doing? Facebook, make sure you guys hit the hearts on the stream and share the live. Send this to your business bestie, all that good stuff. Send this to somebody that want to start a group home, because we're not doing that no more. Send this to somebody that want to start a personal care home. We're not doing that no more either. No shade, but all shade. Anyways, if you're new to this stream, type new in the chat. My name is Lane. I'm based in Atlanta. I teach you guys how to get paid from housing the homeless to starting your own housing program. This is a business that has changed my life. I never made 6 figures in my life until I started my housing program business. So I'm here to show you guys that 10K months can be your new normal, but you have to build a business that's going to bring you that money. For me, it's housing programs, because I get paid by the bed in this business, y'all. The way we get paid is by the bed. So most of my housing programs are in single family homes. Shout out to all the new people in the chat. Shout out to Juanita in the chat. Shout out to Mrs. Faye in the chat, new. Shout out to, who is that? Clotilda. Shout out to her. Shout out to Nalanda in the chat. Shout out to Ricardo. Anyway, y'all. Okay, so let's get down to business. So who are the best type of demographics that are willing to share a room in your housing program? So that's going to look like, so we have different populations. So you have transitional housing, and the transitional housing, greetings from Denmark. Thank you, Denmark. Shout out to you for being in the stream. So when it comes to transitional housing, y'all, those are the demographics that are eventually going to end up going to another place. They're not going to stay in your homes forever. So when it comes to housing transitional people, that looks like people that are in recovery. So that's people that's recovering from substances and alcohol. Also, that's people that are coming home from prison or jail that are still within the age to get their own place and start their own family and things like that. So you have that demographic that's transitional. Also with transitional, you have people that are sober living. Sober living kind of falls under recovery. But just know that if you start your housing program strictly with sober living or recovery, that's going to be a high turnover rate, y'all. So what that means is you're constantly going to have to be working to keep your beds filled. Now, with the demographic that I serve in my housing programs, y'all, they don't leave. That's why I love them. They don't leave because they have nowhere else to go. And then we also have veterans that are willing to share a room, y'all. We have seniors that are willing to share a room. We also have people that are disabled, they are willing to share a room. People that are coming home from jail or prison, they're more than likely to share a room as well. So those are the different demographics that are open to shared living. Now, when it comes to people that's not gonna share a room, that's them Amazon workers. I don't house Amazon workers, no shade to the Amazon workers, but this ain't that. You want to be an Amazon worker? Go get you a rooming house. This is not a rooming house. We got structure and rules up in here. So there is no Amazon workers for this business model, y'all. I don't do travel nurses. I don't house any working population like that. Well, let me take that back because I do house 3 working people in my housing program currently, but they share rooms. So there are working people that are willing to share a room, but that's not going to be common. So if you want to house people that's willing to share a room, you're going to have to stick to those demographics that are like seniors, veterans coming home from prison, people that maybe mental health, that can live independently. I also house people living with HIV. They willing to share a room. I house people that are disabled. So there are disabled people that can still live independently. Also, those are the main people that you're going to house in your program. That's going to help keep your beds filled. That are going to help keep your beds filled. Now, let me tell you why, because you might be thinking, well, why would somebody want to share a room and they can go get their own place? Listen, with the demographic of people that I teach you guys to go after and house, they have no other choice. If it's not for your housing program that's providing them safe housing in these beds, they're going to be in a shelter, in a jail, or a prison, or on the streets. There's really no in between, y'all. So that's why housing programs are so needed. And with the way this economy is going, shared living is really the new wave. So that's why I'm telling y'all, get into this space now that it's not regulated while you can. Because the moment they start regulating stuff, it's going to be harder for you to get in. But honestly, y'all, I've been doing this since 2021. I have 6 houses, 49 beds. I don't own any property. I rent all my homes with permission. So I teach you guys how you can get permission from these landlords and these property management companies to run your housing program because they're out there at the end of the day. Because we're doing a great thing for our community, y'all. Yeah, we're getting paid, but we're actually adding value. We're not setting up trap houses and rooming houses. When these people coming into the program, guess what? They got some sense. They act like they got some sense because they know if they come up in here breaking rules and not following the program, you out of here. I'm not about to sit here and argue you down. I'm not about to debate you. So that's why I love housing programs. Now, listen, you guys are a program. Language is important in this business. And I see a lot of people make the mistake because you're still moving with a landlord mindset. We are not these people's landlords, and these people are not your tenants. You are a housing program. You are a housing program, and these people in your program are participants of the program or they are guests of your home, similar to Airbnb, y'all. Before I started this business, I used to do Airbnb. It's kind of the same concept. The only difference is these people are staying a long time. I got one veteran in my housing program, y'all. His name is Mr. Randy, and I always tell this story because he's so funny. He was like, Mr. Randy, he been with us for almost like 2 years. And he was like, the only way he's Mr. Randy is in a shared bed, y'all. He's in a shared bed. He was like, and this is why I teach my students how to create good housing, how to set up good housing program. If you doing this strictly for the money, it's not going to work for you. But if you really have a heart for people and you like serving people, it's going to be amazing for you. You're going to make a lot of money and your people are never going to want to leave because guess what? The way we get paid in this business, y'all, is by keeping these beds filled. Everybody type filled in the chat. If you don't have bodies in these beds, you're not making money. Thank you for the gifts, Ashley. Thank you. That is too cute. This is how we make our money, y'all. If your beds are not filled, you're not going to be having a business. So you have to treat these people with decency and respect to keep your beds filled. Any of y'all can go out here and get a house. But if you treating these people like crap and you just doing things any type of way, they not going to stay here. And people, a lot of people will, how do you keep your beds filled? One of my ways I keep my beds filled, y'all, I care. I treat my people as human beings. I make them feel seen. I make them feel cared for. Because believe it or not, a lot of these people that's going to come into your housing program, you're going to become the only support system that they have, y'all. I didn't realize until I got into this space, there's a lot of seniors that don't have children. Hey, Marina, Marianne, there's a lot of seniors, y'all, that's in the community. They don't have support systems, especially the men. The men have it even worse. I didn't realize that. So that's why when you start your housing program, do it with decency, do it with integrity. Yes, the money is good. The money is going money, but the money is not going to last long if you can't keep people in your house. And I be hearing the complaints all the time when people come to my housing program. They be like, "This is the best place I ever stayed at. The other house was nasty. They had roaches. They was in there getting high. They was in there trapping out the house." That's the importance of running a good program, and that's what I teach y'all. When you're doing this with integrity in the right way, and your heart is pure, how can you lose? This is why I have 49 beds, y'all. This is why I get paid 49 times. Because I know how to treat people. Do you house veterans? I house everybody, Deidre. So I teach you guys. We house all demographics. Now, let's get into the money. If you guys want to know how we get paid, oh, thank you, Ashley, for the gifts. That is too cute. Shout out to Ashley in the chat, showing love in the gifts. If you guys want to know how we get paid in this business, type money bag, drop some money bags in the chat. And TikTok, let's get to 17K likes, and I'm gonna teach you guys how we get paid, how much you can charge per bed, all that good stuff. YouTube, once we get to 40 likes, I'm gonna continue, but y'all gotta participate as well. The like button is right under here. Is not going to charge your card to like. FB, y'all hit the hearts too. Mika said, "How do you find them? I only have one person." I'm about to get into it, Mika. Also, if you're in this chat, I'm going to be having an in-person event July 18th called Keys to Takeoff. So if you want to learn how to start and elevate your housing program in Atlanta, get your ticket to the Atlanta meetup. It's currently on sale in my BIO. And we're going to get down to it. You guys are going to be learning from some of my mentors in this space that's not online, because my mentors are not on social media. You guys are going to learn how to scale your housing business beyond just one house. I'm going to be teaching you guys my strategies on how I was able to go from 1 bed to 49 beds and have a steady population of people that pay. I'm going to teach you guys how to properly screen your people. I'm going to teach you guys how to go market. I'm going to teach all my marketing strategies that keep them beds filled, keep the phones ringing. Because if your phones is not ringing with people that need housing, you're doing something wrong. If your phone is not ringing with, "Hey, we're just trying to see if you got a bed available," you're doing something wrong. And I teach you guys how to fix that. But you got to get your ticket to the Atlanta event. And also, my bundle is on sale. So if you want to be a student, you want to learn from the queen how to start your housing program and be a winner and attach yourself to the winning team, then my bed to bread housing bundle is currently on sale for $297, but you guys can become students for as low as $74 using Klarna and Afterpay. We gotta take a quick commercial break to pay these bills. So get your bundles while we on the stream. And for everybody that become a student, I'm gonna show you guys how to join my community and get ongoing coaching on your journey. But back to, did we get to, how many likes did I say? Because I'm about to tell you guys how we get paid. But make sure y'all get y'all bundles and come back and say got it, so I can show you how to join the community. But the bundle is only on sale while I'm on this live stream, y'all. You better take advantage, because as soon as I get off of here, Dream said, "Got it. Welcome to the winning team." Shout out to all my trophies in the chat, all my action takers. I call my trophies my students because they winners, because they attach themselves with the winner. So yeah, success is contagious, y'all. Make sure you learn in this business from the right mentors that's really in the field. Make sure that you really use your discernment when you're learning from people online, because anybody can come up here and teach chat GPT stuff. I don't play those type of games. I move with integrity. I don't sit here, I don't do them scam games. There's a lot of people that's teaching stuff that they not doing. They teaching stuff that I just don't feel right teaching somebody anything that I'm not currently doing. That just don't sit right with me. So I can only teach you guys because I'm doing this in real life. So everything that you guys ask questions about, I can coach you in real time, because I go through things every day too. I'm still have my houses, things happen. I even had a student one time reach out to me. She was like, "Hey, the city came to my house. What do I do?" And I was able to coach her because I've been through that. But if you don't got a mentor that can really teach you, Chat GBT, hey chat, the city came to my house. What can I do? Well, you're gonna have to shut your house down. I don't play those type of games. I've never been shut down, because there's a right and wrong way to do things. And as long as you're moving in compliance with your housing program, you're fine. When I tell y'all the city came to my house and they left because they couldn't, there's nothing wrong. The code enforcement lady was like, "This is the nicest house I've ever seen. I've never seen a house this clean before." That's who you want to learn from. Not somebody that's up here can't show you not one house. They can't show you no person that's in a house. Be so for real. If you're gonna be anything in this life, be for real. I'm too real for that. I don't have time to play internet games. I answer to God. So if I'm up here scamming people, you best believe it's gonna come back. I don't listen. I go live too often. I don't play those type of games. And my students is really have emotion. My students are opening up 2, 3, 4 houses. My students is doing their biggest one. So that's proof that the information don't just work for me. We really changing lives. I'm really helping people elevate their life, leave their 9 to 5s, create a stream of income for themselves that can't nobody take from them. Can't no man take this business from me. Once you know how to build something once, you can build it again. And that's why I even tell people, even if the city do come shut my house down, guess what? I know how to build it again. You can't keep a person down. When you learn a skill in life, when you learn how to build a business from the ground up, you pretty much invincible. I know I am. I know I am. If anybody else feel like that, I know you can't tell me nothing. Can't no man tell me nothing, because what? I know how to build a bit. I know how to get my own money. I don't gotta wait on your $200. I don't have to sit here and deal with BS because you're paying the bill. Please, we beyond that. We making our own money. So ladies, you want to make your own money, drop a 1 in the chat. Men, you in the chat, you want to make some money, make the bag, drop a 1 too. This for the men too. This is for the men too, because I got men students that are doing a biggest one. They walking in their purpose. We got Mr. Kelly Cole. Mr. Kelly Cole got about 3 houses filled up in Virginia. We got another one of my students, Tony. Tony just came out of prison a few months ago. He already got his housing program up and running while he's living in the halfway house. So if a felon, if somebody that just touched down from prison could do it, how much more you? Like, let's be so for real. Everybody in this chat can start a housing program. Everybody in this chat can start a business if you're really serious. With my blueprint and your execution, you unstoppable. And that's why my students is really having motion and success. I always tell people, information on me, execution on you. So I'm gonna give you the information, but if you don't do nothing with it, that's on you. I can't help you. I'm not a magician. I can give you the tools, I can give you the cheat sheet, but you have to apply it. Period. YouTube, let's get the likes up to 40 likes. What is going on? I'm about to hang up on YouTube. Anyway, they're not showing no love on YouTube. Ain't nobody liking the live stream or nothing. All right, now let's get to the money talk, y'all. Let's talk about how much you can charge per bed. Let's talk about how much, everybody's gonna charge a different bed price in this chat. Hey Tara, I'm in Metro Atlanta, y'all. My bed price in Metro Atlanta is $750 per bed. $750 a month. However, I do have students that are in other cities that charge different prices. So I want everybody, I'm Liz, said I'm 62 and tired of working a 9 to 5, period. Period, Liz. So that's why you got to start a business that can pay you. Housing programs is going to be your best bet. But housing programs is going to be your best bet, because listen, with these housing programs, y'all, you set it up one time, you keep your beds filled, you have an income stream every single month. Every single month. And I'm gonna talk about that, but I want to teach you guys how much you can charge per bed, and I want to show you so you can kind of put the numbers together. Now, I'm in Metro Atlanta, y'all. My bed price is $750 a month. Holly said, I missed your West Coast class. Oh man, Yeah, you sure did. Listen, y'all, YouTube, let's hit the likes in the live. Let's hit the thumbs up on the stream. Thank you. That's how you show love. It's free to like. It's actually under here, right underneath the description. Uh, so I want everybody in the chat to drop their cities, and I'm gonna let you guys know what my students are charging in your area. Well, don't drop your city, drop your state, and then I'm gonna tell you guys what my students are charging per bed in your area. But I'm in Georgia. I charge 750, y'all. Alabama, one of my students in Alabama, she charges 750, but I was thinking Alabama's like 500, but she charges 750. Southern California, so in California, my students are charging a minimum of $1,000 a month per bed. My students in Florida, they charging $850 a month per bed starting out. So Texas, one of my students, her name is Robin, she's in Dallas. Her bed price for Dallas is $850 a month and up. Who else we got? North Carolina. So North Carolina, they're starting out $650 a month and up for North Carolina. One of my students is in New Jersey. New Jersey, she charges $1,250 a month. That's $1,250 every single month for one bed, y'all. Listen, we talking about one bed in the room. So that's what she charges. Indianapolis, my students in Indianapolis, they start out charging $750, I believe. One of my top students, y'all, her name is Nicole. She got 3 houses and she doing her biggest one. And she's in Indianapolis too. But yeah, y'all. So what you're going to charge per bed is going to be different for everybody in this stream because everybody's located different places. Arizona, my student in Arizona, she's charging $850 per bed starting out. And these are starting prices because let me tell y'all this, right? My starting bed price is $750, but I do have some people that pay me $1,000 per bed. I got some people that pay me $850, and I have some people that pay me $1,200. But I will never get up here and tell y'all, oh, you want to make $1,200 per bed because I don't get that for every single bed. But for most of my beds, I get at least $750. So that's why I like to keep it realistic. But when it comes to what you can charge per bed in your area, I teach you guys how to price your beds inside of my bundle, the bed to bread bundle that's currently on sale for $74 using Klarna and Afterpay. It's $297, but if you check out using the payment plan, it's going to be $74. I put the link in the chat. But so yeah, your bed price is going to be anywhere between $500 a month all the way up to $1,500 a month, y'all. That's what I've seen in this market so far. But yeah, so you can charge anywhere between $500 up to $1,500 per bed. Because listen, at the end of the day, y'all, we are in the business to provide affordable shared housing. I'm not trying to take their whole check. Like my people, they still left over with like $200. Like it's okay. Because honestly, when it comes to what you price your bed at, this is going to be all utilities included. So the only thing that they have to be responsible for is their food. You don't have to provide them food. So they're going to pay you one price per bed and no food is included. So you're not giving nobody 3 meals a day. You're not bathing nobody up. You're not giving out medication. Your only responsibility as a housing program is to provide them this bed space here, y'all. So now when it comes to who's paying you for bed per bed, right? So the way we get paid in this business model is called private pay. Everybody type private in the chat. So I told you guys how much we pay per bed. TikTok, let's get up to 20K likes. I'm gonna need to see some taps. So I taught you guys how much you can charge the bed price range. So I teach you in my bundle how to properly price your beds. But this is private pay, y'all. I don't see the link to purchase. Natanda, it should be in this live stream. Let me see. So let me tell you what private pay means. Private pay means that the individuals that we house in these beds, y'all, they're paying us to stay in these beds. We're not getting paid through the state. We're not getting paid through insurance, and we're not getting paid through any grants. Everybody type no grants in the chat because y'all, those grants be really having y'all in a chokehold. When I tell y'all, I've never had not one grant for my business because I don't need it. These people are paying you. What do you need with a grant if they got money? Anybody that's talking that grant stuff, please. The likelihood of you getting a grant, you can hang it up. It's not happening. I'm not trying to be funny, but let's just be so for real. I'm a realist. The reality, and a lot of y'all look for any little excuse to hold y'all back from starting a business. Well, I don't know how to get a grant. Well, Why are you even doing that to yourself? If I tell you don't need grant, you don't need a grant. What are we talking about? That's why I teach you guys to find people with money. If they got money and they can pay you, what you need with a grant? You don't. So stop letting these people lie to you on the internet. Girl, straight up. Listen, y'all look for any excuse. Well, I've been looking for a grant for about 2 years and you're going to keep looking for it. It's not happening. That's a dream that people are trying to sell. If everybody was out here getting grants, everybody be doing this. They're not giving grants to everybody, y'all. So let's be realistic and let's be so for real. That's why I told y'all I found another way. You don't need a grant where you house people with money. That's what the difference is. I'm not here to play games and play in y'all face. There's a lot of people selling ebooks, playing in people's faces. I don't got that type of time. I answer to God. I answer to God. So if I'm up here selling BS, it's going to come back to me. I don't play those type of games on the internet. My reputation is the only thing I got in this life. Period. Period. And that's the type of people you should be wanting to learn from. Not somebody selling dreams and nightmares. I don't sell dreams. I sell freedom. Because you can build a life of freedom if you got a business, but you have to build a business from the ground up. That part. I'm not telling y'all it's going to be easy. You got to stay down for your come up. Because I've been building this since 2021. But guess what? I can live the life I want to live now because I built it. Can't nobody take it from me. I stayed down for my come up. I went through the hard nights, y'all. I went through, oh man, these people getting on my nerves. I don't care. When you walking in your purpose and you doing what God calls you to do, you could do it with ease. I love what I do. Even though my people get on my nerves sometimes, I would take these problems all day long rather than to go clock into somebody's 9 to 5. You can hang that up. I'm not doing that. So you got to pick your struggle, pick your heart. You rather sit here and deal with complaints and deal with stuff from people in your housing program, or you rather clock into that job that's telling you can't take no vacation. If somebody passed away in your family, you got to hurry up and come back to work. I'm not playing those type of games. I built my life because I want freedom. When you are a pure-hearted individual and you do things with good intention, you have no choice but to win in this life. And I'm proof of that. I'm proof of that. I've been an underdog my whole life, but guess what? I'm on top now. And that's why I'm for the underdogs. If you in this chat and you an underdog, drop a 1. Because that's who I'm for. I'm not sitting here for everybody. I'm sitting here for the people that's been counted out because I know what it's like. I'm sitting here for the people that know that they want more out of life. That's who I'm sitting here for. I'm sitting here for the people that know that they're not going to give up until they see their dream happen. And that was me. That was me, y'all. Same thing with your housing program. You have to build it. I'm not saying this is going to be a get rich quick. It's not. But when you do it the right way, you can really build some sustainable wealth, some sustainable income. And the cash flow that you're going to get from your housing program every single month, you can take that money and reinvest it somewhere else. That's how you build wealth. But guess what? You need a business that can bring you that money every single month. And what I love about my housing program business, I don't got to get on social media to fill my beds up. I teach you guys how to market inside of my Bed to Bread bundle. I've been building my business since 2021, y'all. My housing program is not on social media. I do not be on Facebook talking about, hey, do anybody got beds? That anybody needs housing? Please. I don't got to do that. My housing program ring bells in the city. The agencies know my housing program name because I really put the work in. I tell you guys how to go in the field and really build your stuff from the ground up. I don't need social media. I only need social media to educate y'all and to spread the word of what you need to be doing in your community because this lane is wide open. While people over here trying to start group homes and try to get licensed and that's quitting because it's not happening. Me and mine over here, we starting up housing programs. We live in life more abundantly. We walking in our purpose. We got freedom. I'm at a business conference for 2 days, y'all. I ain't got to think about my houses. They run it itself. This is what I'm teaching you guys. Build a business that can really give you freedom. And I teach you guys how to scale and structure your housing business. So that's what that part is. Anyway, I don't know. I went off on a tangent, but somebody need to hear that. Somebody need to hear that in this chat. But listen, I'm proof that each and every one of y'all can start this in your city. I got students in Louisiana, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, California, Arizona, Iowa. I was like, I didn't even know I had students in Iowa. I got students in Michigan. I got students in daggone, where else? Any place you name it, I got them there. And if I ain't name your city, you be the first. Oh, I also got students in Texas. Where else, y'all? Name some places. I guarantee you I got students there. I guarantee you. But that's just proof that you can start these up as well. So yes, y'all, we're getting paid by the bed. So we're only housing people that have their own money. VA too. Yeah, I got people in VA. So yeah, y'all, that's what it's about. Florida too. I got people in my students in Miami, they're charging $1,000 per bed. Yes, we got students in Miami. Absolutely. But this is how we make our money, y'all. This is how we make our impact. This is how we make our money. So let me go back to my notes. I want to make sure I'm not missing nothing. Okay, I told you guys how much we get paid per bed. Now let's talk about how many beds that you can put in one location. Because I want you guys to really be able to calculate the numbers and know what's possible for your area and for your community. So let me show you guys. My very first house, I teach all my students to start with a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. In a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, you should be able to get a minimum of 8 beds in that house. Everybody type 8s in the chat. If you're starting this business, you want to maximize your impact, you want to maximize your income, you have to have a minimum. I need a minimum of 8 beds because I rent. So if you own property, it might be a little different, but I rent, so I need all my money. I'm not playing them type of games. I'm not opening up no house if I can't get a minimum of 8 beds in a house. Now, and how do we get to 8, y'all? How do we get to 8? Because we're doing shared rooms. And so if you're just joining, I teach you guys how to get paid from housing the homeless through starting your own housing program through shared rooms, shared living. So my very first house, it was a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and I put 9 beds in that house. But out of all 9 of those beds, 8 of those beds were shared. So let's do the math. I'm gonna show you guys simple math of how much my one house was bringing in and how much, and I still have that house to this day. So just to give you guys an idea of the money that you can be expecting, if you structure your housing program the right way, you price your beds correctly, which I teach you inside the bundle, you're going to have an idea of how much you're going to be bringing in. So let me show you guys real numbers, because a lot of y'all don't need a second job. A lot of y'all don't need to be looking for a higher paying job. You need to start a business that can bring you money every single month. My housing program prints me money every single month, y'all. I don't gotta beg no man for no $200, and that's just that on that. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm telling y'all. Build you a business that can pay you every single month. Listen, whether I get on social media and stream or not, the beds I'm still paid. I'm paid from the houses, regardless if y'all regardless if y'all become a student or not. I'm just trying to put you in position to win. I'm trying to show you a better way to increase your income. I'm already paid. Hello? I'm already paid. I'm showing you guys how you can be paid without having to be stressed out, without having to sit there and clock into a job you miserable with, without having to be told, no, you can't take no vacation, without you having to decide, well, can I get the cheap pedicure or can I get the expensive pedicure? I'm getting an expensive pedicure every single time. I go sit in that salon chair. Which one? The expensive one, that one right there. Don't sit here and play with me. That's going to be extra. Okay, I got money. Like, what we talking about? That's what I want for y'all. Like, I like options in life. I don't want nobody telling me what I can't have. I want what I want, and I want to be able to afford it. You want to be able to afford what you want in this life? Build you a business that can get you some money, and housing program is going to do that for you, because that's what it did for me. Period. Period. So yeah, y'all, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Let me show you how one house changed my life, right? Marcella said, Maricela said, my house is ready. Period, Maricela. Where are you located? Now, let me show y'all the income potential that one house really bossed me up, like for real, for real. One house, and this is why I tell my students, one house can change your entire life. And once you see the income potential that one house is going to bring you, and you be thinking like, wow, because listen, y'all, my freedom number, so the way you determine how much money you need to be successful with your housing business, I told myself I wanted 50 beds. That was my freedom number, because I did the math. I said, if I could have 50 beds at 750, I would be doing okay. But I currently have 49 beds, and I still have over my income goal, y'all, because mind you, I don't charge the same bed for every single thing. So I make way more than I wanted to. So some of us in this chat, some of y'all don't need 6 houses. Some of y'all just need 2 houses. Some people, everybody drop their freedom number in the chat. If you could have your way, how much money would you want to make every single month? And I'm going to show you how to get there. Drop your freedom number in the chat. How much money would it take for you to be comfortable, able to live life you want to live, take vacation, all that good stuff, take care of your kids, take care of your family. Have a good night. Can't wait to be mentored by you. Period, Dream. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, we got 50K in the chat. Period, Shantella. 30K a month. Period. Who else we got? 40K a month. That part. 10K per month. Period. $20 for a start. You mean $20? 20K. Okay. 20K a month. Period. What else we got? Marion said 12K. That part. Okay, listen. Every single number. Are y'all talking to me on FB? I don't see nothing. Okay, there we go. Katrina says 60K. We got some heavy hitters in the chat. Period. So here's the thing, y'all. When it comes to determining how to get to your freedom number in this business, so I tell people you have to calculate the amount of beds that you're going to need to get there. So that's why you need to know your bed price and determine how many beds it's going to take to get there. And sometimes it might not take that many beds, because if you're pricing your beds different prices and some people paying a little higher, you might get there faster. But for me, I was good with 50. I met my goal. I don't want another house. I'm good. I'm good. So let me show you guys what my very first house brings me in every single month. And I still have that house to this day. The first house I started out with, y'all, it was a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom. I put 9 beds in that house. And I'm going to go through the expenses and the utilities. So just sit tight. TikTok, let's get up to 50K likes this stream. So let's keep tapping. Let's keep tapping. Now, I want to show you guys how 10K months can really be a new normal in this business when it comes to housing programs. If you set it up the right way, if you price your beds correctly, if you house the right people, 10K months is really nothing, y'all. Like when I tell y'all, if I'm having 10K months in my housing business, it's a bad month, if we being real. So 10K month, I want everybody to increase their mindset in this chat. There is nothing off the table for you. Anything is possible. Long as you put the work in and you stay down for your come up and you don't give up, anything is possible. And that's the same way I think. Nothing is too big for me. So that's how I want y'all to think. If you don't think like that, borrow my belief. Borrow the way I think to help you think like that. So once you get into this business, y'all, and the money start moneying and you really seeing like the impact, you seeing how your beds are getting filled and how the phones is ringing. People like, hey, you got another bed open. You got all your beds filled. Now it's like, okay, I got to get another house. The demand is too much. Like when you start seeing how everything just flows together, you're making a difference. You getting paid. You making an impact. Like it's like a no-brainer just to get another house. And that's pretty much where I was at. I said, oh, I got to get another house. And I eventually went to 6. And I'm like, okay, I'm good with 6. I don't want no more. I don't want no more. Because I have other businesses and things that I do. So that part. But yeah, y'all. So the first house, let me show you guys my the first house, what it was bringing me in. And now keep this in mind, y'all. When I started my first house, I was working a 9 to 5. Well, I was doing like DoorDash, Uber Eats, and all that crazy stuff. Lady Unique said, purchase. Welcome to the winning team, Lady Unique. Shout out to you. So for everybody that's purchasing their bundle while I'm on this stream, you guys get ongoing support inside my FB community. Let me show you guys how to join that. Hold that thought, y'all. Don't leave. I'm gonna get into how much money, but I want to show all the action takers how to join the community, because once you're a student of mine, we locked in for life unless you give up on yourself. I can't want it more than you want it. But as long as you guys show up inside the community, you ask your questions, as long as you guys attend the free Zoom calls that I hold every single month for my people, you have no choice but to succeed. Because I tell people, if you're not winning in this housing space and you learning up under me, it's because there's something wrong with you. That's just the real as it gets. Because my students is really having motion, because guess what? They apply themselves. They put the work in. If they have an issue, they ask for help. A lot of people that want to be bad mouth and say, oh, it don't work for me. Number one, when have you been to the monthly events? Have you ever attended the Zoom calls that I hold for free? Half of them don't even show up to the Zoom calls. Half of them don't ask questions in the group, but then they want to tell me that, oh, I got to shut my house down because I can't fill my beds. But why are you just now saying something? I'm there as a resource for my students in the community. Y'all should be taking advantage of that. That's why you learn from the queen. Can't nobody else say that they're doing that on this internet. That's why my students is having success over any other teacher, because I really care about seeing people win. And that's just that on that. That's who you need to be investing your money with. Somebody that really want to see you win. Anybody can talk that cash talk, but where's the results? My students is really having motion. So if you're not on the winning team, I really hate that for you. I really do. Because people go spend their money somewhere else and they come to me, well, I took this person's stuff. I don't have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that. I apologize for your experience, but over here we got receipts, we got results. We don't play those type of games. So you come here with some work ethic, you come here with the right mindset, you going to win. Because I don't lose. So imagine that. Imagine being connected to a winner and you're losing. Something's not right. We're not aligned. You're not mine. Period. You're not one of mine because it's like, what we talking about? So that's just that on that. Anyway, back to where I was going. Shout out to all the action takers that's purchasing a bundle. If you're in this stream and you want to be coached by the best, my bundle is currently on sale. It's called the Bed to Bread Housing Bundle, y'all. And this, you guys are going to get my 3-hour masterclass, which teaches each and every one of you guys how to start your own housing program in any city, in any state. I don't care where you're located. Homelessness is everywhere. So stop with the excuses. Just stop. And don't just work for me, y'all. It worked for my students that apply themselves and that put the work in. So I want you to be real with yourself. Don't come around here playing around. If you're not serious about implementing the information, stay over there with them other people. And that's just that on that. Stay over there with them other people. Because I don't deal with all this chatter, all this excuses. I'm deaf to the excuses. I don't want to hear it. We all got a sad story. We all got a sad story. Listen, I don't want to hear it. Make excuses or make money. You can't do both. You cannot do both. You talking about how you ain't got no money. What are you doing to level yourself up? You're not investing in information. You're not getting around the right people. I don't want to hear it. At this point, you the problem. At this point, because you're not trying to better yourself. So why are you in my inbox talking about I can't do nothing for you? Come back to me when your mindset is renewed. Or come to me when you're ready to renew your mindset and actually do the work. And that's who I want to work with. That's who I want in my circle. Not people that's just doing all this. Well, I tried everything. Listen, I tried everything too. But guess what? I kept going. You know how many landlords told me no in the beginning, y'all? Until I perfected my pitch. That's why I put the pitch that I use inside the bundle. That's why I put the pitch that I use to the landlords inside my bundle, because I was told no so many times. Listen, y'all, I was going up in there saying all the wrong stuff. I'm telling these people, yeah, I'm housing the homeless. Then people was like, no, we're not doing that over here. I'm like, what the heck? Well, excuse me then. But when you've been doing this for so long and you took the bruises and the bumps, I know how to coach people because I've been through it. That's the type of mentor you should be around and learning from. Not somebody that's just flexing money on your face. I don't got to flex money. I flex freedom. You should want to live. You should want that same life. You should want to start a business that can pay you every single month just from you setting it up one time and maintaining it. That's what we talking about on this channel. I'm not here to play games. We're here to get results. I'm here to get you transformation. That's what the difference is. I'm not one of these internet coaches that's just flexing. I'm really here to change lives. This is really my purpose. It's really my mission. I'm sitting here to help people. But yeah, you're going to pay for that though. Because if you don't pay for it, you're not going to value it. And that's just the reality of it. Anything that's given to somebody free, you're not going to do nothing with it. So yes, I got to put a price tag, y'all. Yes, it's $297. Yes, you can purchase it for $74 right now using Klarna and Afterpay. You can make money or make excuses. You can't do both. You should be tired of that. Because when I end this live stream, y'all, I still go back to my life. I got freedom. You gonna keep your problems. I keep my solution. You keep your problems. We can do that. But either way, the ones that's really have emotion, the ones that's really changing the narrative of their life, they're investing in themselves. They putting the work in. They finding good mentors and good coaches with pure intentions. That ain't up here talking cash talk. I don't got to talk cash talk. I'm impact talk. That's what it's about. When you're having impact and you're really making a difference, the money has no choice but to follow. That's what I teach my students. Don't be over here money, trying to charge top dollar for a bed. You're not going to last long in this business. And that's just the reality of it. Listen, y'all. Kiki said, hey, Lane, I just bought the bundle. Welcome to the winning team, Kiki, period. Shout out to all my trophies in the chat. I call my students my trophies because they winning, because they connected to a real one. And that's just that on that. So if you want to join the winning team, get your bundle and join the winning team. Let me show you guys how to join the FB group so you can have ongoing support on your journey. This is where all the heavy hitters are. This is where all the winners are. So I created this FB group just for my students to ask questions. I also host free monthly trainings that you guys can attend on Zoom. It's called Bed to Bread Housing Community over on FB. Make sure you guys put the email you purchased with to be approved. And then make sure you have a profile picture. It does not have to be a picture of you. It can be a picture of a cat, anything, but you just have to have a profile picture or it's going to decline your request. But you can make excuses or you can make money. You can't do both. The people, we all got sad stories, y'all. We all done been through stuff. I done been through grief. I lost the love of my life. All that good. Listen, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Work harder. Build something that can change your life. Build something with impact. Build something so big that the world cannot ignore. And that's what I did with my housing program. I lost the person I loved to addiction. Guess what? I created a strict housing program that he should have been in. That's what you call impact. That's what you call turning pain into purpose and a profitable business. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to make some money. So that's what you should be wanting to do in this chat. Make a difference, make some money. Make a difference, make some money. If that's you, type of one. If you try and make a difference and make some money, type of one. That's the type of time we on this channel. I don't play around. I'm not here to do Mickey Mouse games. This is not Disney World. Yeah, we're going to have fun, but we're going to get to that money first. So that's why you need to invest with a real one and start your housing program. Learn from the queen. Join the winning team because we're going up. Me and my students, we're elevating. You can watch us elevate or you can elevate with us. The choice is yours. But you don't got to be a hater in this life. I'm teaching you how to get the money. I'm teaching you how to have an impact. I'm teaching you how to walk in your purpose and build something impactful that's really life changing. When I tell y'all for so long, I did not know what my purpose was. It didn't dawn on me until I started this housing program. And I'm like, wow, I really love what I do. Like, wow, this is really healing for me. Wow, seeing the smile on my people's faces, them telling me, wow, you really changed my life. Thank you for giving me a chance. That's what you call purpose. People out here chasing money. Yes, I chase purpose and the money chase me. That's the type of time we on. If you're not learning from me, you're not trying to win when it comes to this housing space. I'm really the queen of this. I'm really making an impact and I'm making a difference and changing people's lives. It's bigger than me at this point. I'm creating a movement of impactful earners, impactful CEOs. And if you're trying to join the winning team, go get your housing bundle because we going to the top. You can win with us or you can watch us win or you can continue watching me and my students post our content. And you're like, wow, I always wanted to start a housing program. Listen. Okay, what you going to do then? You can either talk about it or you can actually apply yourself and try. Nothing is promised in this life, y'all. Nothing is guaranteed. Somebody said, y'all hear that passion? Listen, Anthony, I'm in my flow state. I'm in my flow state right now. Those are the type of mentors you need. Somebody that's really passionate about seeing people win. That's what the difference is. While y'all spending $5,000 with people that wouldn't even say your name on the live stream. They wouldn't even acknowledge you in person. They don't even know you exist. And you paying them $5,000 for what? No shade, because my price is going up too, y'all, but just make it make sense. Y'all got to really use y'all discernment. That's why people be getting scammed left and right because y'all really don't. We all got discernment on this earth. If something sounds too good to be true and if something looks off, more than likely it's off. More than likely it's off. Y'all can go on my page. I am who I say I am. I am who I say I am. You can see my houses. You can see my people. This is bigger than money for me. Yes, I'm going to make my money, but guess what? I'm going to do it in an impactful way. Y'all see the parties that I throw for my people? Just this past weekend, stuff that I don't have to do for my housing program, I do it for them because I care. Because I'm really for people. Just this last weekend, y'all, I hired a stylist to go to my women's house and style all the ladies' hair. She styled, and that came out of my pocket. I didn't have to do that. But guess what? We're adding value. We're adding to their morale. We're boosting up their confidence. That's what it's about. People don't forget that. People talking about they can't fill their beds because you money driven. You're not moving with the impact. That's why you real. So yeah, but look, I do things that I don't even hear. Like I just got the ladies a stylist to the house that was styled their hair, washed their hair. They felt so good. Just this past weekend, I did a 4th of July. We did a 4th of July cookout for all the housing program. They came out, ate good. We did prizes, bingo. When I tell y'all things like that, people remember things like that. And they're never going to want to leave your housing program. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. That's what the difference is. We really making an impact. So if you're going to be in it for the impact, be in it for the impact and stay down until you see your money. Because the money is going money, but don't give up just because somebody ain't in your bed right now. Because I've been through that too, y'all. When I first started out, I had empty beds. It is what it is. That's a part of building a business. You're building a baby from the ground up. This is your baby. If we being honest, how you expecting to come into something and make 10K next week? It don't work like that. Be for real. Unless you just got a work ethic on you that's different. That's not out now. That's something different. Because one of my students, actually, one of my top students, y'all, her name is Kaya. She's a felon. She actually got my program last year in April. She had a house in May and the house was already filled. Now listen, that's different. If you ain't got that type of work ethic, just be real with yourself. But everybody's work ethic is different. So success is dependent on you. Your results is really dependent on you. But I was like, wow, that's amazing. Another one of my students, y'all, her name is Tasha. Tasha is in Columbus, Georgia. Tasha took my live class. The bundle that you guys are getting, that's the class that I used to do live. Tasha took my live class, right, y'all? I think I held the class on a Saturday. That Monday, Tasha said she made a call to a local agency. They sent her 14 men. She opened up the house and it was filled just that fast. So I teach you guys how to build your housing program the right way. But you have to keep applying yourself until you get the result that you want. So everybody, I'm not saying everybody gonna have a success story that's within 2 weeks like that. Because honestly, when I first started out, it really took me like 60 days to fill my house up. But guess what? I was still profitable because I was able to have 3 people that covered my rent and my utilities. In this business, y'all, you do not have to fill your entire house for you to be successful. If you're just starting out, and this is why I tell my students, as long as you got 2 or 3 people that can cover your rent and your utilities, you're doing amazing. That means that you don't have to come out of pocket for the business. The business pretty much pouring into itself. That's where you want to be. Now, if you sitting here dumping money into it and you're not marketing, you're not doing what you got to do, now you got to look at yourself and be real with yourself. But yeah, you do not need a full house out the gate, y'all, to be successful. As long as you're not having to come out of pocket for the whole rent and all these utilities, you're doing okay. So it's okay if your house ain't filled within the first 2 weeks. That's normal. Unless you're just somebody that got time to really, go out there and do what you got to do and build your stuff up. But yeah, y'all, that's what it's about. I think I ran off on a tangent, but somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that. So when it comes to starting your housing program, honestly, y'all, one house can really change your entire life. So if you're somebody that's in this chat and you want to learn, well, Lane, how can I get coached by you? I want to start my housing program. How can I become a part of your community? How can I join the winning team? Show me how. Drop a 1 in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat. And I'm going to show you guys how you can join the winning team, how I can coach you to start your very own housing program. I don't care where you located. I don't care, whatever. If there's homelessness, you can do this. I don't want to hear no excuses. Work harder. I don't want to hear it. Period. So yeah, if there's homelessness in your community, yes, you can do this, y'all. You can definitely do this. So right now, y'all, the bundle is on sale. So I currently have my bed to bread housing bundle where I teach you guys how to turn these twin beds into monthly income streams. So if you're doing this the right way, these beds turn into income streams, y'all. So for example, if your first house have 9 beds in it and you fill those nine beds up, you're going to be getting paid 9 times every single month just off of that one property. And that's how my first property was, y'all. Sometimes you might get more than 9 beds in there. So let me show y'all one of my students. Her name is Kiki, right? Kiki had just came on the stream. I think it was like a few days ago. Kiki came on the stream. See, she says she started her house in February, which is this year, y'all. She got 11 beds. Kiki got 11 beds, and out of 11 of those beds, 9 beds are full. Thanks to Lane, I'm grateful. This is my student, Kiki, y'all. Kiki currently has 11 beds in her house, and 9 of those beds are filled. 9 of those beds are filled, y'all. So that should tell y'all something. Now, let's just do some simple math. Let's get in Kiki business, right? So let's say, yeah, she put 11. And one of my houses, y'all, actually got 10 beds. So one of my homes is a 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom. And it's super spacious that I was actually able to put 10 beds in that house. So just depending on the house you have, you might can fit more beds. So her house has 11 beds. Now, let's do some simple math, right? Let's just say, and Kiki says she just started in February. We only in July. That's very good for her. That's very good. So let's say, even with 9 beds, let's say Kiki just charges $750 per bed. Let's do some simple math, y'all. $750 times 9. Kiki, her house is bringing in $6,750 every single month, just off of those 9 beds. If you could use an additional $6K a month, type $6K in the chat. This is what we talking about, y'all. Kiki opened up her first house and she's getting paid every single month from these 9 beds as long as they're filled. This is what I want y'all to understand. We are working smarter and not harder. Some people got to DoorDash they self to the ground to get 6K a month. Some people got to sling Amazon packages until they back hurt to get to 6K a month. And you probably still won't get to that because I know that was me, y'all. I'm not, no shade to the Amazon workers, no shade to, I used to work in the warehouse. I know what it's like to be working in that warehouse, not making no money. I think I probably was making $300 a week, if that. So imagine that. Imagine renting a house, or if any of y'all owners in the chat, imagine you furnishing your house up, converting your rooms to shared, filling your house with the right people, and getting paid every single month just off of keeping them people housed and making sure that they happy. Kiki's getting $6,700 every single month off of her 9 beds. Now, Kiki really got 11 beds, y'all. So let's be in Kiki business and let's see how much she would make if all 11 of her beds are filled. Let's do simple math. 11 times 750. And I think her beds might be more than that. I'm just kind of using an example, right? So at 11 beds, y'all, Kiki house is bringing in $8,250 every single month. And guess what? Her rent probably only $1,600. So you do the math. You out here looking for a better job. You just need one house. You just need one house. Everybody type house in the chat. Everybody type house in the chat. I want y'all to really understand this. This is how I'm able to get on planes and live my life because my housing program keep me paid. I set it up one time with the right people and I'm able to live my life. I'm at a 2-day business conference because my houses are paid. My people paid their money already. I don't got to sit here and stress about how I'm going to pay rent this month. What I'm going to do. I don't do those type of situations because I created a housing program that changed my life. I don't got to beg no man for no $200 a week. What's that going to do that for me? That can't do nothing for me. That can even handle my lashes. If we being real. So this is what I want y'all to see. You want to make more money. You want to live the life you want to live. You got to go out there and build it. A 9-to-5 ain't going to give you this type of freedom. A 9-to-5 ain't going to give you this type of income without stressing you out and telling you what to do. Listen, I'm in this life to be free and live the life that I want to live. I don't want nobody clocking my tea, and can't nobody clock my tea because I'm a boss. Hello? This is what I want for all of y'all in this chat. All of y'all in this chat could be on that same type of time. I am no different than you. I am not no nurse. I'm not no CNA. I'm just a baddie with a business mind and a heart that love to help people, and I found a way to get paid for it. So that's why I teach you guys how to set these housing programs up in your city and your states. There's people in your community that need you. I can't house everybody. But guess what? I can impact the world and show y'all how to start these up so you can make a difference in your city and you can make your money and make your impact. That's what type of time we on. We making the world a better place. We not setting up trap houses. I don't teach y'all that trap house nonsense. I don't teach y'all to set up rooming houses and sit here and get shut down and be terrorizing the neighbors. If my people is terrorizing the neighbors, they out of there. I'm not playing with them. Because at the end of the day, my business is my livelihood. So the minute you start messing with my money, you got to go. I'm not playing with you. I am not playing with you. The moment you messing with my money, you got to go. That's a man, a friend, a business, a client. Anybody could get it. Anybody can get this work. That part, boss baby, you cute too. Thank you, LaBelle, period. And this is what I want for y'all. This is the energy that you should be having behind yourself. You ain't got to beg nobody for no money. Go out there and build the life you want. I could talk heavy because I built it. Can't nobody clock my teeth. I went out and built this life for myself. Ain't nobody gave it to me. I stayed down for my come up. I went through the hard nights. I went through the rejection. I went through the no's. How much more are you? I'm no different than you. Don't make excuses. Keep putting in the work until you get to where you want to be. And that's what I did. I told myself, this all started with a vision, y'all. I had a vision. I said, I want to start a housing program for guys coming home from prison so I can like help them get on their feet. I can help them like find jobs so they can stay out of trouble. You want to know what somebody told me? A family member told me? He was like, who gonna want to listen to you? Anybody gonna want to share no room? Who you think you are? I said, watch me. That's exactly what I said. Who are you to tell me what I can't do? If I said I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And that's exactly what I did. Now that person eating their words every single chance. Now they bragging. Well, yeah, see what she did. Oh no, but you wasn't saying that before. You was talking crap. A lot of y'all need to block out the noise and go all in on your vision. This ain't nobody else's vision but yours. So why is you telling the next person, well, this is what I want to do? Gonna sit here and tell me, well, who gonna want to listen to you? Now watch me. I got 49 people listening to me. They respect me. They old enough to be my granddad. They be like, yes, ma'am. Soon as I step through the house, you can hear a pin drop. Because that's what I said I was going to do, and I did it. How much more are you? Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Do not let nobody trick you out your spot. And I know I'm yelling because I'm passionate, y'all. I want you to understand. And if I'm not talking like this, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. But yeah, my own family member talking about who going to want to listen to you. I said, who going to want to share a room? I said, watch me. That ain't your business to know who going to do it. Just know that I said I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Simple as that. Hey, Les. But that's how you got to come behind your vision, behind your dream. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Imagine if I would have listened to that person back in 2019, back in 2020. And I would have like, you know what? You right. Ain't nobody going to do this. I would not be where I am today. I'd be probably working some dead-end job, sitting there asking him for money. No. Now I'm in position to live how I want to live. People asking me for money, asking me for advice. No, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. I am no different from y'all. I'm just somebody that ain't never give up. I saw the vision, I locked in, and I never gave up until I saw it happen. You know how many people went ahead of me doing this teaching stuff, doing all type of stuff? I said, you know what? I saw people do. I said, I could do that way better. I could do this way better. I could really help people. I could really make a difference and do it from a pure place. Now I get to teach y'all how to do it with pure intentions. I don't got to chase no money. Whether y'all buy a bundle or not, I am paid in real life. I'm winning in life. I'm trying to help you change your situation. I don't need your money. But if you don't pay, you're not going to pay attention. So be the change you want to see in this life, y'all. That's my word to y'all. Don't let nobody trick you out your spot. If it's something you want to do, go after it. Oh, my light just died. Hold on, y'all. My ring light died. But somebody need to hear that. That means it's time for me to go because my device done died. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, YouTube. 1 second. Let me fix my light. Can y'all see me? But I say that to say, go get your bundle and join the winning team because nobody's going to coach you to success like me. Nobody going to push you to your purpose like me. No other teacher is invested in seeing you win like me. And that's just dead on that. Can nobody clock my tea? I got too many success stories under my belt. I help way too many people. It don't just work for me. It works for anybody that invest in the winning team and actually apply themselves. And that's just the reality of it. Nalanda said, do it, send it to me. So Nalanda, if you got your bundle, it comes straight to your email. So for everybody in the chat that want to join the winning team, hold on, y'all. Let me go get my other light. This light making me hot. Let me go get the cord. Hold on 1 second. Don't go nowhere, y'all. Oh, I can't find my cord. All right, y'all. All right, can't find my cord. Anyway, yeah. So if you want to chat and you want to join the winning team and you want me to show you how, type of one. Jury said, just purchase mine. Welcome to the winning team. Shout out to all my trophies in the chat. So let me show you how to join the FB community. So all my students that purchase their bundle, they get forever access to me and my community inside of our FB group. So let me show you guys. This is where you're going to ask your questions. This is where you guys are gonna have access to attend the free Zoom calls that I host every single month. So you can get support on your journey. You can attend the free trainings, all that good stuff. So let me show you how to get into there. Hold on. So I hope I gotta find out how to charge this thing up. So now that you're a student, welcome to the winning team. Go join the bed number 2 bread housing community and put the email you guys purchased with to be approved. This comes with your purchase of the bundle. So if you're in the chat and you want to become a student, you can become a student for as low as $74 using Klarna or Afterpay. And it's going to break it up into installments for you. And listen, y'all, there is nothing wrong with using Klarna and Afterpay. I use Klarna and Afterpay when I invest in mentors and coaches as well. I actually just invested a whole lot of money into my business by hiring a mentor. And guess what? I'm on the payment plan too. So there is nothing wrong. When you want to elevate in life, you're going to have to spend that. When you want to go to your next level, you're going to have to spend that. When you want to get access to people and access to other individuals' knowledge that you want to learn from, you're going to have to spend that. So that's just the reality of it. Les said, Lane is a truth, period. Shout out to all my action takers in the chat that's doing their biggest one. So everybody that's purchasing their bundle, make sure you guys type your email correctly because it's going to go straight to your email. Make sure you check your spam or your promotions folder because it goes there. If you still don't see it, send me an email or send me a DM and I'll make sure I send that right to you because sometimes you guys misspell your information. So yeah. Inside the bundle, guys, is going to be a 3-hour masterclass, which is your video that's going to break it down for you guys step by step. Inside the bundle, inside the masterclass, I teach you guys, and you can watch it 1,000 times. You have forever access to all the material. Inside the masterclass, I teach you guys how to start your own housing program in any city, in any state. I teach you guys where to go inside your community to find individuals that are homeless that have money. I also teach you guys what to say when you're out in the community. I teach you guys how to find landlords and property management companies. And my landlord pitch is in there. So I tell you what to say and how to say it to get yeses from these landlords. I also teach you guys how to put systems in place for your housing program. So you don't have to be there every single day. These houses run itself and you just periodically check in throughout the week or however you want to do it. But my exact blueprint of how I scale my housing business from one house, from 1 bed to 49 beds is inside that bundle. Most of my students that have went and opened up multiple homes, they started with the bundle, y'all. A lot of them start with the bundle. So how do you purchase the bundle? So what you guys are going to do for TikTok, you're going to click on my profile picture right here. Once you click on that picture, another box is going to pop up. Click on my face again and make sure you guys are following me on TikTok. This is my only account. I will never inbox you guys first. So do not get scammed because there's a lot of fake pages so make sure you follow me so you have the right page. I will never inbox you first unless you comment on my post and say info, then I'll send you my free masterclass, but don't get scammed. And then, okay, so once you go to my profile, let me show you how to get it from TikTok. So once you go to my TikTok page, you're gonna go to the top and you're gonna click on STAN store. It's the very first one. And then the bundle is the first one, the Bed to Bread Housing Bundle. This is the 3-hour masterclass that you get forever access to. And it's currently on sale only while I'm on this live stream, y'all, for $297. When I get off, it's going to $397. Do not ask me no questions when I get off about, well, I was trying to get it for $297. It's only valid while I'm on this stream. That's why I want y'all to do y'all big one. And then so inside the bundle, it breaks down everything that you're going to get. Also, you guys are going to get the documents. So the documents, you won't have to guess what rules to set in your housing program. I give you guys everything I use for my program. You don't have to guess. If you want to edit it out, you can, but I just give you guys the foundation that I use currently in my program. Once you scroll all the way down, you want to use a payment plan. You want to hit this K or this Cash App sign, or you could do Klarna and Afterpay. And with Klarna and Afterpay, guys, you're going to be able to get $74 today. You're going to be able to start with as low as $74, if you can see that, using Klarna or Afterpay. FB. And so, yeah, y'all. And then once you get your bundle, come back and say, got it, so I can show you guys how to join the FB community, where you're going to get ongoing support. The FB community, y'all, that's where you ask your questions, not in my inbox. And then that's where you guys get to attend the free Zoom trainings. Also, for all my students that are in the community, if you just joined, welcome to the winning team. So once you guys get inside the group, when I get off of here, I'm going to let everybody inside the community. We have a training coming up July 8th, y'all. So once you get in the group, let me show you how to access the training. Inside the group, I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to, once I let you in, you're at the top, you're going to go where it says events. Where it says events at this top of the group, you're going to click on events. And then our next meeting, guys, is July 8th. How to fill your first bed faster. So for the ones that be asking, my bed is empty, you better attend this training. It's only going to be for an hour. I'm going to be telling y'all the methods that I use to fill my beds fast when I first got started. So I'm going to give you guys all the tips and tricks that I use so you don't have no excuse. Make sure you guys attend the free Zoom calls. I don't do it for my health. I have beds. I have people in my beds. I do it for you guys to support you in your journey so you can get the support and the help that you need and be able to be successful in this space. But if you don't attend, you're not going to get the help. I don't do replays. So if you're not there live, I don't know what to tell you. But July 8th is going to be the next Zoom call. And so once you get inside the community, make sure you mark yourself as going. It's hey Fantasia, it's actually July 8th. So once you get inside the events tab, you're going to click on the first one. Mark yourself as going, and it's going to give you guys a reminder. And then once you click on it, the Zoom link is right inside of this right here. So you don't got to guess where to find the link. Everything is there for you guys. So once you mark yourself as going, it'll give you a notification. But our meetup is going to be July 8th, and it's going to be how to fill your first bed faster. So if you're a landlord in this chat and you got property, you better get your bundle because, listen, we going to the top. You could win with us or you could watch us win. The choice is yours. You can sit here and let people play in your face with these ebooks and all that nonsense, but we really have emotion on this side. My students is really doing their biggest one because guess what? They attached to a winner. They're winners. I'm not here to convince nobody, but the girls that get it, and the ones that don't, we know where they at. They over there complaining about they ain't got no money, they do this, they do that. I'm not hearing that. They can go tell the other people that. I'm deaf to excuses. I don't want to hear it. I got other stuff to worry about. I got businesses I'm running. I don't want to hear that. If you're not applying yourself, I don't want to hear it. If you're not attending the monthly meetups, I don't want to hear it. Simple as that. It's not being mean, but y'all got to understand and stop wasting people's time when you don't even apply your own self. I can't help you if you can't help yourself. I can't want it more than you want it for yourself. That's just the reality of it. Anyway, at this point, I'm chatting. Is there anybody that want to become a student that want me to show them how? Drop a 1 in the chat, but I got to go, y'all. I got an early day tomorrow. I got to wake up early for this conference. So I want to make sure I'm refreshed and able to, because they had us, man, this thing was like from 8 to 6, y'all. Like, it was tough. I was kind of like dozing off. Kiki. Period. Kiki, you got your bundle. But anyway, I'm going to post it again and for the YouTube community. So if you're on YouTube, I just dropped a link for you guys to get your bundle. Also, if you are in Atlanta or if you can get to Atlanta, make sure you guys attend the in-person event. That's July the 18th. If you're a student of mine, you guys get to attend at a discounted rate. So make sure you purchase your ticket when you get inside the FB group. So my students are able to purchase tickets currently for $97. I think we got a few left. So if you're a student of mine and you want to come to Atlanta, get your ticket inside the FB group. I posted a link in there. Listen, all of my events sell out. So if you miss it, I hate that for you. I really do. But I'm bringing out some heavy hitters for Atlanta. So Nalanda said, just purchase a bundle. Welcome to the winning team. Period. Shout out to Nalanda in the chat. So what you're going to do now that you're a winner Now that you're a winner, you're going to go to type in bed, number 2, bread, housing community, and put the email you purchased with. And as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to let you guys in. Am I waiting on anybody else to become a student? Type me in the chat. All that nonsense. I can't, girl. You a beast, period. I'm already a student. Y'all better get the bundle. Period, LaBelle. Talk to him. Get the bundle. It's a very good deal for real. Listen, I was charging more than that. And when I get off of here, y'all, it's going back up to $397. So you could play with it if you want to, but you're going to be sitting there crying in my inbox. When is it going on sale again? I don't know, because I'm busy. I'm at a conference. I can't promise that I'm going to go live tomorrow. So I don't know. I really wanted to go live yesterday, but I had a long day. But yeah, y'all, honestly, it's July. We're not here to play no games. You still got time to turn it around for the new year, y'all. Do not let a whole year go by and you don't have nothing to show for yourself. You don't have no business that you started. You don't have nothing that you attempted for yourself. Listen, it's getting real. It's getting real. Hey, Casey, y'all better start you a business. You want to live life more abundantly. Listen, you got to solve people's problems. Also, I got a content class coming up soon. So for everybody that don't want to start a housing program, you guys want to learn, I made $20,000 my first month posting content consistently on all these platforms. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys my strategy so you can know how to monetize your social media. We're not posting for free. Everything you do on this app should be intentional. Everything you do in this life should be intentional. So if you want to join the content class, I'm gonna put that should be on sale too, but just inbox me and I'll send you the direct link. But there's a few spots left for the content class. So listen, I'm teaching my students. We getting money from all sides, y'all. Like, we got our housing business that's bringing the money in. Then you can get your little teaching business on the side, doing your big one, making your money through that way, digital, online. Why not have multiple streams? If you're not solving problems, you're not helping people, you're not going to be making money. That's just the reality of it. So I'm going to be teaching you guys my blueprint inside the content class, how you can monetize your social media and how you could do your big one. I made 20K just winging it, y'all. Just winging it. Matter of fact, let me put the link in the bio because I think I took it out. And that's just me talking crap online. Like, I wasn't even being for real. Imagine what you could do when you really apply the strategies that I give you. Like, it's a no-brainer at this point. Anyway, we making money from all sides, y'all. Nobody left behind. Me and my team, we elevating. Me and my students, it's to the top for us. You could win with us or you could be a hater. The choice is yours. Because the only people that's hating are jealous people that wish they could. But they could. They just don't apply themselves. They don't invest. Nalanda, yeah, just send me a message. LaBelle, I just put it in my bio. So you guys, if you want to sign up for the content class, I just opened up the link for that too. But I'm gonna get y'all. Am I waiting on anybody else to become a student? Type me in the chat because I gotta go. I gotta take a shower and I gotta get ready for the morning. Yeah, y'all, do y'all big one. It's July. I told myself my birthday coming up, I'm on a money run. I'm not playing no more. Like, I gotta run it up. That's the type of mindset you should be on. You gotta run it up. We in halfway in the middle of the year. You should be able to give your family a good Christmas if you do this right. You put yourself in position and you create something for yourself, you still got time to turn it around. You really do. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. Nicole said, just made a purchase. Welcome to the winning team, Nicole. Period. Yes, you still got time to turn around, y'all. It's July. Anything is possible. But you have to start. You have to start something. Start a business. Do something with yourself. Please don't give up. Do not give up. Whatever you do, just do something. Keep fighting. Just keep swimming. Period. Senate said me. Okay. Senate moments. So for my TikTok community, what you guys gonna do? Do you have houses in Orlando? Adrian, one of my top students, her name is Shauna. She's in Orlando. She just opened up her second house, or was it her third house? But anyway, once you join the winning team, I can connect you to Shauna inside the group. But yeah, Shauna, she just opened up her third house in Orlando, and I believe she charges $850 per bed. I got students all across the U.S. We doing our biggest one. So you might want to join the winning team, or you could be hating from outside the club. Choice is yours. Period. Yeah, Nalanda, message me when I get off here. I'm gonna check everything. Hi, do you assist with housing veterans? Oh, wait. So let me show you guys on TikTok. What you're gonna do, you're gonna click on my profile picture up here. I gotta go, y'all. I'm just chatting too much. I gotta get ready. I got an early day tomorrow. So once you click on my profile picture, another box is gonna pop up. Click on my face again. Make sure you guys are following me. This is my only account. It's my only account. I would never inbox you first talking about Bitcoin, crypto, trading, WhatsApp, none of that. It's not me. And then once you get to my profile page, it's gonna show you, it's gonna look like this. Make sure y'all follow the girl and then hit the stand, STAN. And then it says bed to bread housing bundle. It's currently on sale for $297. Once I get off of here, it's going up. But you can purchase for as low as $74 using Klarna and Afterpay. In here, y'all, this is a 3-hour masterclass. It's a video. You have to watch it. I tell you step by step. So make sure you watch it more than once. Watch it, pause it, go do what I tell you, come back, do the second start part, come back to it. And then once you scroll all the way down, you're going to click where it says the K or the Cash App sign, and that's how you do the payment plan. And then it'll be with Afterpay or Klarna, it'll be $74. That's it with Klarna and Afterpay. And then once you get your bundle, guys, make sure you join the FB group. Can I be honest? I just used my last, but it's worth it. Oh, Nalanda, it's gonna come back tenfold. Just make sure you do the work. And listen, I even had people, listen, y'all, one of my students, when I just first started teaching, hey, Majesty, and I'm gonna say this because people take my information and some people be doing some weird stuff with it. Like the information work, but they'll go and start getting real scammy, and I don't like that. I rather people with good intentions take the material and do what they got to do, make their money in the right way. Like I had one girl took my bundle, right? Because I teach you guys what to say to the landlords and to the property management companies. So she was like, I went and used the script, and I got all these landlords telling me yes. And then she was telling people in the group, it really worked. It really worked. I said, of course it worked. I'm telling y'all what I do. And then she went out and said and started putting in the group, if you need help getting a yes from the landlord, call me and I can give you the landlord name that said yes, but you're going to have to pay me half amount of money for the house. And I can't guarantee that you're going to get approved. I said, what type of nonsense? Y'all sit, and there was people sitting there and say, oh, I'll pay. I'm like, why would y'all sit here and pay somebody to tell you what I told you just because you scared to go approach the landlord? The same information that she used is the same information that you got, but now she's sitting here telling people that she's going to charge them half the rent to connect them to the landlord, but she can't guarantee that they're going to get approved. That sounds like a scam to me. What type of nonsense? If I'm paying somebody to give me connection to a landlord, I better be approved. Like what? But anyway, that's just going to show y'all people take my information and they make money with it from different ways. Like I even had another student. I had another student that was, and this is the thing, y'all. Even if you don't have a house, you can still make money from getting people placed into your housing. Yeah, she did that. And I had to kick her out the group. I had to block her. And then she started teaching on TikTok. I said, it's getting scary out here. That's why I tell y'all, be careful on these apps because everybody is not who they say they is. Some people just like, after joining, it should come straight to your email. If you don't see it, check your spam or promotions folder. Yeah, and then she started talking crap about me on TikTok saying, oh, she ain't teach me nothing. But you sitting here took my information and trying to scam people though. But it didn't work. But you sitting here like, girl, go sit down. Now she up on TikTok teaching. Be careful, y'all. It's scary out here. People will do anything for a check. I ain't never been that type of girl. Listen, I answer to God. I don't got time to be playing with people. I do not play with people's kids. I do not do that. But anyway, yeah, so that just goes to show y'all that when you really take the information, you can make money through different ways because there are some people that's introvert. Like I'm an introvert, y'all. But guess what? I put that to the side so I can build my business up. But there are some people that's introverts that don't want to talk to landlords. So maybe if you know how to connect people, some people are willing to pay that referral fee. Like, and then also another thing, I had another student that was that took my class, which is the bundle that you guys are getting tonight. She got the bundle, and then she had people calling her phone and needed housing. But guess what? She didn't have a house. So she put in the group, does anybody have a place? And I said, well, I got a bed open. Guess what, y'all? She sent me the guy that needed housing. And guess what I did? I paid her a referral fee for sending me that person. So she paid back. This was back when I was doing the live classes, y'all. She paid 185, and just from one person, I pay her like 270. I said, well, how much money you want me to send you for the referral? She said, well, how much do I normally charge? I said, well, people charge anywhere between $100 to $300. And then she said, okay, well, 250, or she said two something. I sent her 200. She's like, oh wow. I said, yeah, because that's your marketing efforts. You went out there and you got the person and you placed them in my bed. If it wasn't for you, my bed would have been empty. So that's how a lot of y'all could do that in this chat. The skills that I'm teaching you guys in this bundle, you can, when you know how to find people that need housing and you know how to find landlords, you're pretty much in a great situation. You don't even need a house. She didn't even have a house and she already made her money back from the class. So that just goes to tell y'all, there's so many ways to make money in this space. You don't got to have a house. A house is just going to be recurring income for you. But just know that even if you help and putting people into housing, you can charge a fee. Some people have a hard time marketing and filling their beds. Mariah said, purchase your bundle. Welcome to the winning team, Mariah. Shout out to you for doing your biggest one. Welcome to all my trophies in the chat. So now that you got your bundle, make sure you go join the FB community. This is where you guys get ongoing coaching on your journey. This is where you get ongoing coaching. Just put the email you purchase your bundle with to be approved. And then, yeah, back what I was saying. So don't think that just because you ain't got a house, you can't make money. If you know how to go out in your community and you know how to network, listen, y'all, I'm telling too much tea, but I got one lady that's in the community that I know. That lady, this is actually the lady that helps with the free cell phones, and she helped give my people free health insurance. I'm giving y'all a lot of free game. She helps give my people free health insurance and free cell phones and free tablet. So I met her when I was out in the community. And then, so she gets a lot of people. She's around a lot of homeless people. So every time she's out doing her job, she's like, hey, sister, I got a client that need housing. I said, okay, send them on. And guess what, y'all? I pay her every single time. That's why she loves sending me people, because she knows she getting paid. So imagine that. She don't even got she pretty much got a housing program, but she connecting them to me and still getting paid without having a house. So y'all got to change your mindset. I purchased something back in July 2025. It should be the same thing, Scented Candle. Are you inside the new community? So all my students are inside of the new FB group. I am no longer in any other group, so do not get tricked out your spot. Where all the winners are, it's called Bed to Bread Housing Community on FB. Make sure you guys go join a new group. If you are my student, put the email that you purchased with to be approved. This is where all the magic is happening. This is where all the winners are. There is no motion like this group on the net. And don't let nobody trick you out your spot. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Love you guys. I got to go. I got to get up early. See y'all tomorrow. Good night. Bye.